Hi, it's Leandra, and I am new here. Hello. A lot of people have asked me to do some videos on YouTube, and I've been really shy about doing that. I mean, that would be interesting because most people who know me don't think of me as shy, but I am a little camera shy on video. So let's see how this goes. I'm gonna do a get ready with me, just basic drugstore products, and then I'm gonna kind of give you some of my experiences I've had while in quarantine. Hint, I did my own Brazilian. So I'm just gonna get right into it. I know you probably all are dying to hear about my experience doing my own Brazilian wax. Disclosure, I am a professional, but also I have told my clients I would never, ever do my own Brazilian because I think it's absolutely insane. But when you're on quarantine for 2 months, you do things that are insane. So I did do my own Brazilian wax, and I mean, it wasn't the worst. It was definitely painful, as they always are. The angles were really hard to get. I did it in my bathroom. It was, oh, what can I say about it? The worst part about doing your own Brazilian, wait, I'm gonna stop here. This brow pencil here, Instant Lift Brow Pencil by e.l.f. I really barely fill them in, but because my eyebrows, like I said, 2 months in quarantine, I really haven't waxed them, so this is kind of what they are. But I still have this little scar here that I like to cover up, so I'm just opening that, and then I kind of just fill that in so that I have a nice clean looking brow. And then also any like sparse areas, I definitely go in and clean them up. So now they look great. Barely anything. That's the great thing about quarantine. Everyone's brows are gonna just be in full bloom. So I did my first eyebrow off camera. So what I'm gonna do is show you exactly what I did. I really just outlined the eyebrow with concealer. I used an e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer right here. And then I use a sponge to blend out the concealer and then create a nice base for whatever eye makeup I decide to do. So I'm going to show you how I do it. Okay, so the worst part about doing your own Brazilian is seeing yourself at those god-awful angles. It was astonishing, honestly. My best advice for someone who's going to attempt that at home: invest in decent wax and make sure you hold your skin taut every time you rip the wax off, because that will help with the pain. And then after that, make sure you press your skin very hard, very firmly after you rip the wax off. That's my best advice for you. And that's from a professional. Oh, also you notice that my hair is wet. I'm going to do it and then come back on camera after. I actually do my makeup while my son is napping. Most people know I have almost a 2-year-old son, and because I pretty much post him all the time, but it's really hard to do anything in quarantine for yourself when you have a toddler. So really, this 2 hours that I have while he's asleep is like my saving grace. I'll do my makeup, I'll take a nap, I'll watch a show. I just do something that I enjoy. Most of the time it happens to be makeup because I like to experiment and have some fun. So now I actually have this few hours. I'm gonna just film the rest of the Get Ready With Me. So my eyelids are primed and they're ready for me to put eyeshadow on them. I'm gonna use the Ultimate NYX palette, and I think I'm gonna decide to use this little like turquoise moment here because I have a really cool drugstore eyeliner that I want to use with it. So I'm gonna just do something basic for the sake of time, but I'm gonna take that turquoise color and just put it on my lids with just a fluffy brush like this. Nothing crazy. I kind of just work it in there. And then it kind of gives you like that cute little teal moment here. I definitely like to bring it like out until the end of my brow here, to the tail end. And then like windshield wiper back and forth, making sure it looks nice and even here. Okay, so I think we have some nice color payoff here. Nice even distribution. And I think what I'm gonna do next is put some of the color right next to it, a little shimmer shade right there, like right on my lid. And I think we'll make a cute little look. I see a lot of people doing this kind of teal mint moment on Instagram. It's like pretty fairly simple too, just two colors, and then I'm going to blend them together using that fluffy brush I started with. So now I just deepened the lid. Cute. All right. Now that I have that looking great, nice and blended, I'm gonna take the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Liner. This color is in Fresh. And I just kind of pull the under eye down, and I just go crazy. I put a lot of product on. I mean, honestly, this is so pigmented and nice and smooth. Like, you really don't have to, like, force it. But I just really want it to look, like, very exaggerated. Okay. So I pull it all the way to the corner over there. So now I have a very turquoise eye. And in the beginning stages, it always kind of looks a little crazy. But once you get some mascara on there and a lash and a winged liner, it's going to look good. Let's see. I have a new product I'm going to try. The Wet n Wild 16-hour breakup proof waterproof liquid eyeliner. Usually I use their Mega Liner. This is like a staple for me pretty much every day. But I'm gonna try something new. All right. When I do my eyeliner, basically I start at the corner. Oh, this is very precise. That's nice. And I just pull up like that. Do a nice line. And then I pull back over. And then I have two lines. And then guys, I might have a new favorite liner. This is amazing. So I'm filling in that little area that I created. And I'm gonna just keep filling it in. Right down to my lash. That eyeliner is really, really amazing. I'm really glad I got this. I think it was $5.99 at the drugstore. You can't really go wrong with that. So what I'm gonna do is the other eye off camera, and then I'll come back and we can talk a little more about quarantine. Now that I have that done, I'll do my eyelashes after I do the rest of my face. I'm gonna just use this NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. I use color nude. It mostly matches me, and then I'm just gonna use the e.l.f. sponge to blend it in. But you know, you see, back to being in quarantine with like a toddler, you really do need to have some time to yourself, and it's hard to do that when you can't just like ask a friend or grandparents, can you watch the kids for me? I really just need time to myself, because you really can't go anywhere and you can't bring your kids anywhere. So you really don't get a break. So I just feel lucky that he's still taking a nap so that I can actually have like a little bit of time to myself. I feel really fortunate about that. So yeah, you can see I'm just kind of blending this in. Just pouncing it on the skin, making sure like every little crevice is covered. Okay, I'll bring it down the neck a little bit. I got a little bit of a tan on my chest. My face is still white because I won't go outside without a hat. Because I'm terrified to get old. I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, this is a little light. It's fine. It's fine. It's not really like I'm going anywhere. I'm sure my son won't notice. Okay. Gonna put some. All right, so what I do next is I use the 16-hour Camo Concealer under my eye. The same concealer I used for underneath my eyebrows and priming my eyelids. So I really just use a little here. I kind of put it on my forehead because it's so small, it really needs to be made to look a little bigger. And then I'll probably put some right here and then on my lip. Any dark spots or dark areas that I get, really, I put them on. Okay. Next, I'm going to use a little bronzer. What I do have is I have a Mirabella bronzer. I think you can buy it at Sally's. I'm not positive. I feel like bronzer you can... There's so many different ones you can get. As long as you just get one that's not super chalky, it's going to look good. So I'm going to take that and I used to make the mistake of putting it like really on my cheeks, but it would always just look muddy and terrible. So now I just kind of bring it like almost like right next to my temple. And I just kind of bring it down a little bit. I really have like a small forehead, so I never have to contour it or anything. And then maybe it'll just bring some down a little bit down the side. And then I do the same thing on the other side. What is everybody else doing with their toddlers? Pretty much, we go to the park. If it's a nice day, we go to the park twice a day. Morning and afternoon. Because he really just needs to be kept busy. And staying in the house all the time just isn't doing it. And then he's in a bad mood and I'm in a bad mood. And it just becomes a whole mess, really. All right. So I kind of just brought that down a little bit. But mostly stayed up. Like I don't want to bring it too much onto the sides of my cheeks. It's kind of looks muddy. And this just kind of brightens up the skin, looks pretty. I might just go over the nose a little bit. A little on the chin. Tiny bit, never killed anybody. All right. Next for blush, I'm going to use actually a $3 blush. It's the e.l.f. brush. e.l.f. blush in color Blushing. I was looking at brushes, so I said e.l.f. brush. I'm not using an e.l.f. brush, I'm just using one that I have. So I just take that and I really just put it on my cheeks and blend back to the bronzer I just put on. This color is really cute, just like a nice soft pink. Nice soft pink, I'd say. Kind of will complement the turquoise well. Yeah. And next, I think we're gonna move on to lips. Okay. So I'm going to stick with my drugstore theme. I lost my mirror. Okay, I found it. So what I'm gonna do, I have like the small version of it, but I did order the bigger size, but I'm just using this color up. It's NYX Liquid Suede in Brooklyn Thorn. And I'm kind of messy with it. Some people are very precise, but I found that I don't really need to be because I'm just going to blend it together anyways. So mostly I just concentrate the product on the outside perimeter of my lips. I'm not going to talk because it makes it really hard to do. Okay, so now that my lips are outlined with this darker color, I go in with this, oh my gosh, I've kind of like gotten rid of all the writing, but it's Vivid Matte Liquid Lip Color by Maybelline, and then I can put in the description the shade that I use. So I basically put that all over the inside. And then I also kind of do it on the outside too. I just work it around, which is really how you create that like contoured nude lip that's so trendy right now. Oh, and I made a mistake. Whoops. I'll have to go back and touch that up. No problem. This is my first time really doing my makeup and talking to someone at the same time. Okay, so that looks awesome. So easy too. Look, it wasn't like nothing. You have like a nice little contoured lip moment. And then I'm gonna just do some setting spray. You know what? I forgot to prime my skin. Whoops, sorry. Well, we'll see how this foundation does without any primer. My skin was moisturized previously, so at least it had some hydration, but I'm kind of excited to see how it will look without any primer at all. I used the Natural Finish Wet n Wild spray. I'm just gonna give that a few spritz. Whew. Wow. Give it a good wave in front of there. Okay. And right on, if you really want to have like a glossy look, you can definitely put a gloss over this. I have the Super Lustrous The Gloss by Revlon that I actually saw Megan Thee Stallion say that she uses in a video, and I was like, oh, well, I have to try it then. So you can just put that kind of over your look, whatever lip color you decide if you're looking for something more glossy. I'm kind of tapping it on because I don't want to totally ruin the brush. Looks so beautiful. And then right on my Cupid's bow, I've been doing this little, ooh, what was that? An earthquake? No, that was my desk. So I've been doing a little bit of sparkle right on my Cupid's bow. So I'm just gonna take this little elf glitter stick here in Flirty Birdie. I mean, you don't have to do this. This is something I like to do because I like to just kind of add some sparkle to the look. So I'm gonna just put it right on the Cupid's bow. In video, you can honestly barely even see it, but I just love how it looks. All right, I'm going to do mascara and lashes off camera, and then I'm gonna come back and we can kind of wrap this up. Okay, so I just put on my mascara and my Glamnetic lashes, which I am obsessed with. If you want a video about the Glamnetic lashes and how to apply them, I'd be more than happy to do that because it really has changed the game for me. I used to hate putting on false lashes, but now it's just so easy. And it really just enhances the look so much. So here's our finished product. This is my first ever, well, mostly first ever YouTube video that I've ever made. So don't come for me. I know it's unprofessional, but it came out cute. I just wanted to say thank you for watching and listening to me talk about my quarantine. I'd love to hear about your quarantine experiences with your toddlers and possibly doing your own Brazilian waxes. So you can leave a comment below with that. Thank you for watching. My name is Leandra. My Instagram is Leandraxmakeup if you want to follow me on there. Thank you. Bye.